Time again for Immortal Behaviour, where each and every week we quiz this man as to what's bouncing around inside his melon. He is the 8th Immortal, but has been joined by 5 more.
Yeah, nice touch. I like the 3 players pre-war, I like that they were inducted. And Mal Meninga, obviously, I didn't see Norm Proven play, but Mal Meninga, I thought he would have been inducted when I was.
On to Immortal Behaviour we go. 16 teams, is that the magic number in the NRL?
No, I think it should be 12.
Wow.
Yeah, it's too. See some of the games now, and I don't think there's enough talent to go around. I think that we should go down to 12 teams. Play each other twice, semi-finals.
So are you looking to relocate teams perhaps, or is it just...
Yeah, I think we need... It'll never happen. There's too many teams in Sydney, and you cannot merge teams like South and the Roosters. The ideal thing would be, we have a team at Western Sydney, we have an inner Sydney team, maybe a Northern Sydney or Central Coast team, and we have a team Southern Sydney, which would be Cronulla and St George Illawarra combined. But it'll never happen, but that's why I think the ideal number is 12.
So who's an area in Australia, or maybe not in Australia, who's absolutely desperate for a team? Is there an area that you can think of, or maybe a Pacific Island team?
I think 2 teams stand out for me. I think one is Wellington in New Zealand. It's an area where we can really grow the game. And I think there needs to be another team in Queensland, whether it's another team in Brisbane or it's a team up around Rockhampton, around that way, which is sort of halfway between Brisbane and Townsville. But need another team in Queensland, definitely. Alrighty,
quick fire topics we go. Bevan French, he has been public about the fact he is dead keen to carry on his career playing fullback, and it could mean moving from the Eels. If he did move from the Eels, who's the ideal fit for Bevan French?
Maybe Newcastle.
Wow.
If Ponga's talking about he wants to play 5'8" and be in the front line, Ponga and Pearce working together and Bevan French working from the fullback, pretty dangerous sort of footy.
Alrighty, James Seguiaro off to the Bulldogs. A, is it a good signing? And B, will that be enough to see them in the mix for finals next year?
Fantastic signing. I got a massive rap on him. You watch Cronulla this year, when he comes on the field from the interchange, the whole pace of the game changes. They won't be in the semi-finals next year, they're rebuilding, but the following year maybe.
Alrighty, Luke Keary, MCL strain, hopefully back around the start of the finals. Can the Roosters win the comp without him?
I don't think so without him, but he'll be back for the semi-finals.
Okay, a club who likes to pass it to a player is the Sharks at the moment. The fully fit Valentine Holmes, fully fit Josh Dugan. Who's your fullback?
Not Valentine Holmes.
So Dugan, centre or winger?
I'd go centre.
Centre for Josh Dugan. Okay. Who do you sign here? You'll get the CEO cap back on for the 8th Immortal. Mitchell Pearce or Daly Cherry Evans?
Mitchell Pearce.
Kalen Ponga or Latrell Mitchell? Isn't that a tough one?
Well, Latrell's my favourite player, but Ponga handles the ball more, being a fullback. I'd go Ponga.
Maybe Latrell Ponga, maybe. Jordan Rapana or Josh Mansour?
Rapana,
exactly right. Roberts or Inglis?
James Roberts.
Yes.
This stage
Cousins
now,
too, by the way.
This stage of their career, I'd go James Roberts, but wind it back 10 years. Greg Inglis in a Newcastle jersey. Went to school in Newcastle. How he got through the system, and Latrell, and Boyd Cordner, and Greg Bird.
Unbelievable. Okay, so we need to choose a coach to coach these fellas. Trent Robinson or Craig Bellamy?
Craig Bellamy.
Craig Bellamy.
Well, I think he's the best coach of all time. If you have a look at what he's done to Melbourne, and have a look what he continues to do at Melbourne, and the players they lose Inglis, they lose Folau, they lose all these superstars all the way along. They continue to keep winning. I know there's a bloke called Cameron Smith, but best coach I've ever seen.
And the fact that he's in the conversation, Trent Robinson's a huge endorsement there. But mate, you're unwell at the moment this week. You've been the man flu. What's your solution, your final thing to deal with the man flu? Hit the ocean, or you just...
Well, I hit the ocean the other day. It made me feel worse.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, plenty of rest, plenty of water. Been trying to do that.
We'll see you next week for Immortal Behaviour.